算是不落耳边。然后，当然这个不是普通修行人能够做到的，这个可能是比较高阶的修行人才能做到。
So that's detail things that within emptiness experience, within non-duality state, all the activities, then it's how do you say, freed from the defilement. So that part is we just live there. We just need to know there's to detail what is subtle and coarse defilement. So the subtle part is like that. So we just live there, and today here more focus. Today, this subject of this, because of the word here say, all the things that phenomena, defiled phenomena are the suffering, because of the words that suffering, then that we know this is talking about the rough one, the coarse one. So because of suffering. So that way you can know this is the negative one, the coarse, right? So it's need to be clear between the coarse and the detail. Yeah? Uh-huh.
在对空性有更深的理解以后呢，我们就可以知道怎么样去摆脱我们的染污，然后从刚才讲到这个有粗重的，还有微细的染污。书里讲到呢，有漏皆苦。我们知道他讲的这个是这个粗重的染污。
Okay, so this the coarse defiled phenomena is suffering. Same meaning here, same meaning. You can understand both. Same meaning. We can say the world. This world, this this conditioned world, material world. And more deeper, the, let's say, universe, or the other all realms include. First one is only human, let's say this planet. And secondly, say this all things like include God realms, the 6 realms, all included 6 realms. Yeah? The world, or the 6 realms, or like a substantial. Substantial means our body is the object of the collecting karma. Our body is the who experiencing the karma, right? Our body is the object to collecting karma, happiness or suffering, all on this body. So this is substantial means that one. Okay, you go first to these 2 things. Defiled means same meaning. This planet, like a world, conditioned world, material world, and the second one is more like a 6 realms. Third one is this substantial body, the object of happiness and suffering. like that. Okay.
所以我们从轻重来讲，就是有肉的，包括了我们的这个器世界，这个宇宙的万有都是因缘和合而生的，它是有肉的。然后我们这个六道的所有的众生，六道的整个体系也都是染污的。然后呢，就是我们的身体也是染污的。我们这个身体是用来感受这些业报的苦受跟乐受的这个身体，它也是染污的。
So defiled and impurity or impure, also same meaning. The word that popularly we say suffering, or sorrow, or pain, or whatever called, like let's say suffering. And then other things that the level of its life, the level of wherever, anytime, anywhere, anything, the level of arguing, or fighting, or what is called criticism or anything, like that kind of level. It's the same level. It's sort of like a fighting, and then same thing, like a Four Noble Truths say, the source of suffering. What is the source of suffering? All this same meaning. What is the source? Where that come from? What is the source of suffering? Defilement. Right? Afflicted emotions, 5 poisons, fundamental ego. All these same thing, same meaning. Defilement means same meaning. Oh, that's called source. All these same meaning.
染污呢是痛苦的根源，这个程度呢取决于我们这个内心的对立的这个程度。四圣谛里面也说到，这个染污的痛苦的根源是染污。
So basically, whenever, anytime, wherever, whatever, whenever, any time that the 5 aggregates the body with the afflictive emotion, 5 poison. So these are cooperate always. These are how it works together. Samsara means, right? So as long as this remaining, then that is what here, the point here. All the phenomena that defiled or suffering means. So as long as we have that, so that's suffering. Finally, that is the suffering, yeah.
所以从基本上说，就是任何时候任何地方，只要是有这个五蕴身心加上这个烦恼，就会产生痛苦，所以才会导致我们一直在不断的轮回。
Afflictive usually say 5 poison. Usually use the word that 5 afflicted emotions. So afflicted means affliction, right? Affliction and suffering, sorrow, all pain, all the same meaning. Affliction, So afflictive is afflicted, that the 5, these poison, the emotion that makes suffering. That's why it's called afflicted emotions. So meaning is 5 poison, yeah. So okay, so that's mainly talking here. Wherever that happens, then that is suffering. Yes, for example, let's say as long as we have, for example, body, there's suffering, for sure. As long as we have a sensation, feeling, there's suffering, right? As long as we have a conception or perception, there's a suffering. There's no question. As long as we have a, formation, that collecting action, the action that collecting, creating karma, there's a suffering. And then consciousness, the final, the soul or consciousness, then it could be more subtle. More subtle way, not necessarily, negative, So that could be same as before. It could be non-reality state. So that would be has some detail. I think it would be subtle things, but mainly the consciousness means it's not really separate our how do you call it, our senses. We can say, usually we say, oh, I see my eye, I see by my eye, I can hear my ear. Say that, but without consciousness, the eye and ears are just piece of flesh, right? For example, dead body can't hear, dead body don't see, but they still have eye and ear, right? So the consciousness means not only mind, it pervades entire five senses. Well, so these five senses, whenever have these five senses, same meaning that suffering, defiled.
烦恼呢就是五毒，然后简单讲就是五毒，因为烦恼就是指的是我们贪嗔痴慢疑所造成的这些内心的躁动，还有烦躁，就是所有就是负面的情绪。五蕴色身呢也是痛苦的一个根源。只要有色受，五蕴指的是色受想行识，所以只要有这个色的存在呢，我们就会有痛苦；只要有受想行识的存在呢，我们就会有痛苦。然后这个识呢，色就是我们的身体，受就是我们的感受，想呢就是我们从感受而来进行的一些一些思想的一些活动。然后这个识呢是比较维系的，最后这个识呢就是它可以比较维系，就是它大致上来讲就是如果从前面50来讲其实前面50来讲就是针对于五根而言，就是前面对应前面的眼耳鼻舌身，然后呢还有后面的意识，其实是识是没有50没有这个识的话呢，五根就不能够产生作用，所以五根就不能就是根尘就不能相应的时候就不能产生这个在我们就是产生这个意识，产生这个作用比如说这个人死了以后呢，我们就这个死亡了以后，这个身体它虽然还有眼睛，但是它呢不能看也看不到了，听也听不到了。
So therefore this who experienced this? Who is experiencing this defilement or suffering? So then it's that normal that we think I or me. Everyone think that this is me, this is I, right? So I, so that's me, you, I, and things like that. So then we, you, I, experiencing these things, right? So I, I have my emotions and I have feelings and I have, sufferings and things like that. So now we're getting to the I, me. It's called self, right? Self. So if there's no self, then we can tell there's no these suffering. If there's no object, right? So then there will not suffering. Because we have I holding, it's called self-grasp. Self-grasp, self-cherishing. And the Nagarjuna, the Madhyamaka text say, first like I, I that grasping, I that attached, I that myself, Then because of that, then my relations, my things, and then it's become separate, spread, like become bigger. So therefore, the meditation, then if we can do selflessness practice,